Hi, I am Abigail R. Montaban from BSIT-2C and I'm going to present to you my midterm laboratory exam for DCIT 25A Data Structures and Algorithm. I will explain first the process of this code and after I will show you the output. In line 1 and line 2, it has the include IOStream and include string. These are the header files. The include IOStream let you use the cin and cout or the input and the output. And the include string allows you to use the string data type for storing and handling text. In line 4, using namespace std, it allows you to use the standard library names. And in line 6, it has the int main. It is the main function or the main entry of a program. In line 7 and line 8, it has the char choice string try again. It declares two variables, which is the choice is a character to store the user's menu selection, and try again is a string to store if the user wants to repeat the program. In line 10, do, it starts a do-while loop to keep the program running until the user says no. In line 11 to 15, it has the cout choices, cout A calculator, cout B odd or even, cout C highest or lowest number, cout D leap year. It prints the main menu of choices to the screen, and in the line 17 and 18, it has the cout enter your choice and then the cin variable name choice. It prompts the user to enter a choice, A, B, C, or D, and stores it in variable name choice. And in line 20, if choice is equal to small letter A or choice is equal to big letter A, it will check if the user inputs a small letter A or big letter A. And if the user enter a small or big letter A, it will print to the screen the calculator enter first number. And if the user enter first number, it will store in the variable name num1. And after, in line 25, it will print the enter second number. And if the user enter the second number, it will store in variable name num2. In line 28, it print the sum of num1 and num2 is num1 plus num2 and the variable name of num1 and num2, which is the endl. And in line 29, it prints the difference of num1 and num2 is num1 minus num2. And in line 30, it will print the product of num1 and num2 is num1 times num2. And in line 32, if num2 is not equal to 0, the user need to input a number that is not equal to 0, else it will print the division by 0 is not allowed, which is it is in the line 35. And if the user input a number that is not equal to 0, the quotient of num1 and num2 is num1 divided by num2. Else, if the user enter a small or big letter B, it will print the odd or even. Enter a number. If the user enter a number, it will store in variable name number. In line 34, if the number is divisible by 2, it will print number is an even number. And if the number is not divisible by 2, it will print number is an odd number. It is use the modulo operator or the percentage to check if the number is divisible by 2. Else, if choice is equal to C, small letter c or big letter C, it will, if the user enter a small or big letter C, it will print the highest or lowest number. And then the enter first number. If the user enter a first number, it will store in N1. And it will print again the enter second number. And if the user enter a second number, it will store in N2. And it will print enter the third number. And if the user enter a third number, it will store in N3. We declare the variable name for highest number as highest and for the lowest number as lowest. Here in line 60 to 62, as you can see, we are finding a highest number by comparing them using greater than and less than operator. And in line 64 to 66, we are finding the lowest number by comparing them using the less than operator. And after that, in line 71, if the user choose the small letter D or the big letter D, it will print the leap year. And it also print in line 74 the enter a year. If user enter a year, it will store in a year variable name. And in line 77, if the year is divisible by 4 and not divisible by 100 unless also divisible by 400, it will print the year is a leap year. Else, if the user enter a year and the year is not divisible by 100 and not divisible by 4, it will print the year is not a leap year. And if the user enter an invalid choice, it will print the invalid input. It is in the line 84. And in line 87, here are the cout do you want to try again, asking if the user want to repeat the program. And in line 90, if the user enter yes, it repeats the loop. And in line 92, the return 0 ends the program successfully. And now I will show you the output. So I will run this code. And here, as you can see, it prints the choices: A calculator, B other even, C highest or lowest number, D leap year. So first, I enter the A, which is the calculator. So here, it prints the enter first number, and I will input 100 as the first number and enter the second number. The second number, I will input 10. So it prints the sum of 110 is 110. The difference of 110 and 10 is 90. The product of 110 and 10 is 1000. The quotient of 110 is 10. So it prints also. Do you want to try again? I will type yes. And I will type letter B. And it prints the odd or even. Enter a number. So I will enter 22. It prints the 22 is an even number. And it has the do you want to try again. As I said earlier, the do you want to try again is the um is the do you want to try again is the do while loop statement, or repeats the program. And I will type yes again, and I will type C, and it will print the highest or lowest number. So I will put the first number, 100. The second number is 50. And the third number is 45. And the result is, the highest number is 100, which 100 is the highest number, and the lowest number is 45, which is the result is 45 is the lowest number. And I will try again. I will type yes, and I will choose letter D, which is the leap year, and I will put my birth year, which is 2003, and the result is 2003 is not a leap year. And I will try again. I will type yes, and I will choose E, and it prints the invalid input. And after that, I will not try again na, and I will type no, and it's process complete. Thank you for listening, mom.